Okay guys, so I'm here to give you my thoughts with Call of Duty Blackout, and my first time playing this game. Graphics, they're not that bad. Honestly, a lot of people were saying that the graphics were like potato, super blurry, and when I got on, I didn't think this game was blurry. I didn't think the graphics were that bad, but the gameplay that you're looking at is my first time playing Blackout. And something that I really dislike versus other battle royales like H1Z1, Fortnite, PUBG, and other games is that for some reason Blackout has friendly fire. So when I was playing this game, my teammate, he killed me and I thought it was an enemy. I was very confused. I didn't know if it was an enemy shooting at me because out of nowhere he started to shoot at me, so I thought he was shooting at somebody and the enemy was shooting at me. But then I realized that my own teammate killed me, and this wasn't like the first time that happened to me. Actually, there was like multiple times where I was playing games and I got killed like 5 times by my teammates, and I don't know if they were doing it to troll like the new players, because you know there was a free weekend for this game, so I suppose a lot of pro players got on and they were like, okay, it's time to troll them, it's time to mess with them. You know that's how you can tell that this community is not that good. I mean, you're not gonna really see that in other communities, but this community kind of sucks, I gotta say. Or it doesn't suck, but they're more rough with you, because not only did I see that with me, but multiple people that I spoke with, and I saw other YouTubers saying, okay, so now that this game is free to play for like 1 week, what better time than to hop on Blackout and troll so many people and mess with the noobs and all that. Okay, it might be fun for a while, but you take away the experience from other players like me. That was not fun at all. Getting killed and not getting revived was not fun at all. Okay, so the graphics. The graphics, to me, they're not the worst. I think the graphics look perfectly fine. They're not blurry. The textures on some parts are not the best, I will give it that. Like I was looking at some wood and the textures were like at the lowest. There was no detail. Everything looked like pretty much like clay, or just like everything smashed together without any details. That's how it looked to me. So some places have no detail, but of course not the whole map has to be very detailed, because you're not gonna go around the map and look at every single detail. You're playing a survival battle royale game where you have to survive and all of that. It's not like you're going to be exploring every single detail on the map, right? It's not like you're gonna be looking at the ground and saying, oh my god, this detail looks so amazing, this detail sucks. It's not. And another thing that a lot of people were talking about, supposedly Blackout was going to be the Fortnite killer, the PUBG killer, and it didn't happen. And I think every single game has its own elements of gameplay. I don't know, I think every single game in itself is very unique, and every single game has something different to offer. Like H1Z1, PUBG, Fortnite, Blackout, I think every single game has something different, but at the same time it's a battle royale game. It's something that you can compare with each other, but every single game has something different to offer you as the player, or you as someone starting off fresh. And of course, a lot of people were doubting that this game could handle even 30 or 40 players, but to our surprise, it can actually handle 100 players. And not only that, but it actually has vehicles. It has a helicopter, it has a type of quad motorcycle and all that, and it has like a military truck. And this is the guy that killed me. Like honestly, like I was picking up my loot, and this is where I was like, oh my god, who's shooting at me? I was confused until I realized it was him, and that's when I wanted to shoot him, but it was too late. He even killed me right here. Like, dude, like really, like he didn't revive me, he didn't do anything, and he finished me off. Like, I really don't understand if he was actually a noob or he was just messing around with me. But other than that, once you get used to this game, once find a good team to combat with other people and all that, this game is actually very fun. And this gameplay, I was like lagging a little bit, like I told you. I have family over and they're using Netflix, they're using like the computers and all of that, so my internet connection was not the best. But once you find a good team, you absolutely have so much fun in this game. It's really fun. The guns and everything, the gameplay feels very smooth. I believe this is 60 FPS. Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of people might be saying, well, friendly fire is on because it has to be a realistic game. If it's so realistic, how come I can't go through a bush? Like, how is that realistic? Like, there's been so many times where I have to like circle around the bush because it's so annoying that I have to do that. Like, why can't I go just through a bush? Now, I know people are gonna say, well, it's to prevent campers. Okay, it is to prevent campers, but why don't they do that for the friendly fire? Like, we don't need trolls. Back in Fortnite, friendly fire was on, and a lot of people used to kill their own teammates a lot, and that's why Fortnite removed that, because so many people were trolling their own teammates. So many people were killing you on purpose, and that's not fun at all. It takes away from the game. And that's why Fortnite patched that. And the same thing should happen for Call of Duty Blackout. I mean, PUBG doesn't have that. H1Z1 doesn't. Fortnite doesn't. So why should Blackout? I mean, it does not make sense at all. Now, a lot of people were complaining about the looting system. Supposedly, it was annoying. I don't find any problems with it. I think the looting system is very, very fast. If I do look on the ground, it's actually to memorize the names, or remember like the names of the ammo, the weapons and all that, because of course I'm new and I have to like figure out things out for myself because nobody's gonna tell me. So that's why I'm looking at the ground. But yeah, I didn't find any problems with that. Honestly, a lot of people were complaining. I don't see why they be. I don't really see why people are complaining for that reason. Now, I heard that the flashbang or the 9-bang was overpowered. I haven't really been flashed by it or like took a grenade like that, so I wouldn't really be able to give you my opinion on that. But from what I know, it's been removed. It's been removed from Blackout. And the different armors, I found armor level 1, level 2 and 3. The level 3 is obviously the strongest. That one's very good. If there's something that I would change is like the gun. I don't know, like sometimes I feel like when I'm shooting at someone, they don't really connect, like the bullets don't connect. I remember I had a sniper and I was trying to snipe someone and my bullets would go through them or my bullets wouldn't register. So I'm not sure what's up with this game. So they do have to improve on hit detection for sure, because my bullets went through a few people. With the sniper, I would get a few hit markers and then sometimes they would not register. So I think they have to patch that. Other than that, a few guns, they feel kind of weak, but the gameplay and everything feels smooth the way you run. The vehicles, the controllers are questionable. Like for the quad motorcycle or whatever, that one feels weird. Like the way that vehicles are handled on this game is just like the weirdest type of mechanic that they put on this game. It doesn't feel like a Need for Speed type of game or Battlefield or Fortnite game. This one feels way weird. It feels strange. It doesn't really feel natural. So if somehow they could make the controllers for the vehicle a lot better, that would be appreciated. And I think this game went free to play for a week because they wanted to test the waters. They wanted to test how many people are actually playing before and after when they went free to play. So they want to see how many brand new players or how many people downloaded the Blackout version of this game to see if they can actually compete with Fortnite or other games like PUBG or H1Z1. And I know a lot of people were saying this game is going to take over Fortnite, and it didn't. I think Fortnite will always be the king. Fortnite is always implementing brand new things to the map. They're always evolving their map. They're always adding brand new guns. I mean, they're so close to their community that it's impossible to beat this game. This game is honestly the brand new king or the god of everything, because I mean, they're just good at what they do and you cannot tell me they're not. And that's why Blackout, H1Z1, PUBG, they always look up to Fortnite, because it really is amazing what they do with their community, what they do with this game. Like, Fortnite has been one of the best games they have ever made, and the mechanics and everything is amazing. Like the seasons, the live event, that's something that no other game has and no other game could do just as good as Fortnite does it. and the skins and everything. I mean, it's a game for kids, it's a game for teenagers and adults, and honestly it's targeted at everyone, honestly. And Blackout, PUBG and all that, it's more for mature people. It's more for people that want to take a battle royale more seriously. And Fortnite isn't. Fortnite is for everyone, and I think that's something that they do really good. It can be very serious at the same time, very realistic, but at the same time you have fun with your friends, you interact with people, and it's just something that I prefer over Blackout. When I was playing Blackout, I kept on thinking about Fortnite. So even though this game is good, I don't think it's good enough to be Fortnite. Honestly, I think Blackout has to tweak a few things, and they had to add many things. And not only that, but Fortnite, they always update their game every single week. That's something that you don't really see with other games. Other games take months, 1 month, and even a few weeks. Fortnite is doing it every single week. Every single week they change their map, they add brand new weapons, they have the block. The block is it's like a big proof that they actually listen to their fans, that they interact with their fans. So overall, this game does not suck. It's really fun, and if I had the money, I would get this game. But the thing that's stopping me back a lot is PlayStation Plus. I honestly don't see why you have to pay for a PlayStation Plus subscription when PC has it for free to play. It does not make sense. What PlayStation and Xbox is doing does not make sense, even though they assure security, better games, and they're saying it's free to play, but they're not. It's like you're renting games, because as soon as PlayStation Plus has expired, they're not free to play anymore. They have a lock. If it was free, then you would have them even though PlayStation Plus has expired. So in a way, they're kind of tricking you. This is more like a renting type of system. But I hope PlayStation 5 does not have this anymore. I hope PlayStation 5 or the next generation of consoles actually has multiplayer or online play for free, because it really does affect so many players. And that's why, oh yeah, that's a big thing. That's why Fortnite has many more players than Blackout, PUBG, or H1Z1, because it's free to play. It's something that you can pick up on any single console, like Nintendo Switch, phones, PlayStation, Xbox, anything. You can play Fortnite on every single place that you go. Fortnite, everyone talks about it. But this game is very, very fun, and I made it super far with these teams that I had right here. And I got confused because I could have swore that I saw that there was only one player towards the end, and that's why I rushed, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna kill the last player. But it turns out there was a few more people, and that's what got us killed. We just rushed it too much, and I don't know, guys. I think this game has potential to be really good. Maybe with a few patches here and there, it could turn out to be really, really good and possibly compete with Fortnite. But if Activision and Treyarch really want to compete with Fortnite, they have to do what they did this weekend. They have to separate Blackout from multiplayer and zombies. They have to make Blackout a free-to-play game that's separate. And I know a lot of people are gonna feel cheated because they paid for Blackout, they paid for multiplayer and zombies. But here's the thing: I think that Treyarch and Activision could do something unique for players that have already paid for the full game. That way, there's a difference between a free-to-play player and a player who actually already paid the full price game. Maybe they can give you guys a lot of COD points to make up for the loss, or they can give you something very unique that's only exclusive to players who bought the full game, versus a player that got the game free to play or free. And then you have other people who are okay with having Call of Duty going free to play because they think it's the best thing for this franchise. They think it's the best thing to compete with a PUBG, H1Z1, and Fortnite, because it's free to play. That's why Fortnite is so popular, because it's a game everyone can access all over the world. You have it on the phones, you have it on Nintendo Switch, every single console has it. So I think if Infinity Ward next year, if they want to make this game very successful, I think they definitely have to separate the Battle Royale from single player, zombies, and multiplayer. They have to make their battle royale free to play if they want to compete with Fortnite, because Fortnite is just in beta. They have many years to go, and their team behind this is very amazing. Like Epic Games, they have incredible minds. Their community is very awesome. And here's the thing, I don't think this game sucks. Like I told you, I think this game is very good, but Activision is the only one who's going to decide if they go free to play or if they keep it their own greedy type of way. Because multiplayer, honestly, multiplayer, a lot of people don't even play multiplayer, and they're selling you reticles on multiplayer for $1, $2. Like, come on, they're trying to sell you something that was free before. Like, they're trying to sell you a smiley face that was free on Black Ops 1. Like, come on, Activision. That's all that I have to say, guys. Let me know your thoughts if you actually like the Blackout multiplayer. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts.